I hope you guys are ready for chapter 4. I know I am. We're officially over halfway through the game, I think. I think there's 7 chapters. Just to warn you, this chapter gets real weird and real good. It gets weird in a good way. It's also really long, so I'm gonna break it up into at least 2 parts, potentially more. I've already found a pretty good stopping place for the first part of the video, so we'll see how long it takes me to finish the chapter after that point in the game. Once again, the pacing in this game is so weird. Like, I feel like that last chapter could have been done really quickly, maybe a little bit quicker than I had done it. This chapter, however, there's no rushing through it. And I don't think you would want to. It's actually really well done. This is really cool. I hope you guys like this one. I know I really enjoyed it during my first playthrough. There's some weird shit. Not just storyline-wise, but like gameplay-wise. Full disclosure, I did have to look some things up. Like, there's no way anyone in their right mind would have been able to figure out some of these things. So those will be kind of funny to point out. If you couldn't tell, there's some serious foreshadowing right here. Pest control guy dragging a body. I wonder what that could be about. Ugh, the art in this chapter is so cool too. Like, it's the maggots, like, this scene is really well done. I like this. Breathing. Here we are back in Susan's lovely apartment. Lazy asshole. Another knock at the door. I like how every knock at the door in this game makes it seem like really fucking urgent. Like, there's absolutely no reason. I guess last night it made sense for the neighbor to be knocking like this because he was angry, but this is just so unnecessary. If someone was knocking on my door like this, I would not answer it. I'd be too scared. Susan, you're a braver man than I. Let's see who this is. Oh, mystery. Who is it? I figured this out pretty fast, but if you guys can't figure it out yet, this is the girl that brought Susan to the hospital. She was the one who, like, posed as her daughter. So this opens up some cool stuff. It also answers some mysteries that I was curious about, so overall very satisfying chapter. This girl gets it. She gets it. She knows. She knows my life. This is bad advice, kids. Don't listen to this. Go to school. Don't do drugs. So this is where she reveals that she was the one who brought Susan to the hospital. But how did she get in our apartment? I love this shit. She's like, I needed to save your life. I had an ulterior motive for saving your life. Beyond just like being a kind person who cares about you as a stranger and a fellow human being, I also needed to rent your spare bedroom. I need a place to live. I hope that you don't mind that I just ruined your suicide attempt. I mean, to be fair, she sounds like a pretty ideal roommate, so. But clearly she's fucking nosy. I don't know if I believe this. I feel like... I've been trying not to play ahead more than one chapter, so chapter 4 is like all that I've played, so I don't know how much of a role Mitzi plays in further chapters. Is her name really Mitzi? Yeah, that's what she said, right? Ever since I called Liz Lisa in that other chapter, I'm like second guessing my name memorization. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a fucking cape right now, it's actually an Adventure Time blanket, which is really soft, but it's fucking cold in my apartment. Isn't it supposed to be spring? I don't know. The weather was starting to get warm again, and then Boston changed its mind, and now it's cold again, and I think my building turned off the heat, so even though I have all my radiators blasting, there's no heat in here. It is freezing. I think we might have to go through all of these conversation trees. So, I'm just gonna run through them really fast. So basically... we tell her that the room is awful, and it's kind of like this cute back and forth where she's like... I don't really mind, like, I don't take up that much space, I don't have a lot of belongings, it's fine. And then she also reveals that she picked the lock to the apartment using lockpicks that her dad gave her before he died. And that's how she got into the apartment. So now we know that. This is interesting. So apparently the cats were being, like, super, super loud. They're almost like, if cats acted like this in real life, I would totally have a cat. Like, guard cats. If something, like, crazy is going on and your cats all freak out and let everyone know, like, that's a good cat. In my opinion, that's a good cat. That's a good pet. It cares about you. It was alerting people that you were in danger. I think that's really cute. Oh, excuse me, that was gross. Well, she's a cat person, so what else could we ask for? And this is like more of that back and forth where it's kind of cute. Like, I don't know. It's a fun conversation, but I think it drags on for too long. Once again, pacing, like, come on, guys. Now we're gonna give her the grand tour of the place. She just, like, disappears for these few frames, but don't worry, she's still following us. She's just not here for a second. And yeah, no matter what you do, those windows end up back open again. So I guess it doesn't really matter if you close the windows or not. They just give you that option for fun. For funsies. This is one part of this conversation that I'm gonna keep in here so you guys can listen to it, because I think it's really funny. She's actually seen. She's actually just really poetic. She's actually just an artist. I really just don't like to label people. Labels are for soup cans. This makes me wonder about, like, the age of, oh, sorry, I just touched my mic. That probably sounded bad. Yeah, anyway, it makes me wonder about the age of the people who developed this game, but also the age of their target audience originally. Like, I feel like anyone under the age of, like, 35 or 40 is within a generation that, like, fully understands those stereotypes, and that whole conversation was kind of unnecessary, but it sounds like a question that, like, my mom would ask. So, sorry if you missed that because I was blabbing over it like an idiot, but yeah, she's trying to track someone down that she knows on the internet, and she somehow found out he lives in this apartment, so that's why she wants to live here, and that's why she tracked down Susan. And don't worry, you guys don't have to wait too long to find out what it is. I was like, oh god, is this gonna be another mystery that we won't know about for like multiple chapters, and I'll forget that it's something I'm even wondering about. Oh god. So, this is also kind of funny. I appreciate this humor. That's good. I like that. That's cute. Not yet, anyway. That writing. I wonder how old this girl is. I don't think she actually says. This is one part about this chapter that I don't really like, is that the dialogue is dragged out, only because they do make you go through most, if not all, dialogue trees in order to end a conversation or get a crucial piece of information. And I wish that they would make it more just like, oh, I can choose to ask her about these things if I want to, but... Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna talk over this part, I guess. It's our old friend. Do you get it? It's like the kiss of death. Wah. And really long pauses in between lines of dialogue for no reason. At first I thought this was implying that she's one of the parasites, but I pretty quickly figured out that it was literally like a kiss of death. Like, that woman is supposed to represent death. She kissed her on the cheek. That means she's gonna die. Pretty sure it's too late anyway. Like, she's gonna die. This line was what made me think she might be a parasite, but I don't think she is. I think I was wrong about that assumption, but we'll just have to find out. I think she's a nice person, though. I like her. Oh, sorry, I just had a fucking hallucination of death in my apartment. We're also kind of friends. I'm also running some missions for her. So yeah, it's no big deal, but I swear I'm sane. You don't have to worry about my mental capacity. This part kills me. And I really liked her too. And I just like her more as this chapter goes on. This sucks. And I hate to bring any humor into that scene at all because that's severely fucking depressing, but that fucking sound again. They used the sound that they use for everything in this game for taking off her wig. And this is where shit gets weird. In case you couldn't tell, yeah, it's gotten a little strange. I just got a shiver up my spine. I can't tell if it's because this is creepy or because it's really cold in my apartment. And that sound again. This really sucks that Susan talks about, like, not getting any positive attention from people, and then in this game, the only time she gets positive attention from men is when it's fucking creepy perverts trying to take advantage of her sexually. Like this guy and the doctor. I guess that's really not positive attention at all, it's just... fuck. Like how she says that, like, I'm the fucking cat lady. Who the fuck do you think I am, man? I'm famous. Holla. Yeah. This animation, I'm in love with this. And no, that's not a zombie, that's just an old, fucking haggard old woman. Hey, just so you know, the mask is gonna be in the van later, and that's important. Spoilers. They're such a good couple. They really deserve each other. I like this. Yeah, they're gonna eat the fucking cats. That's... If you haven't gathered that already, that's what's going on here. We're gonna have some cat stew. This fucking voice acting. I like how they did the voice doubling thing like they did with the voice acting for Death. It's just so funny. It made sense for Death, but for this one, it just makes her sound like she's possessed, which really adds to this animation style as well, because she looks like a fucking zombie. Yeah. Yeah. She's straight up just like burning the shit out of her face. And there's no screaming. There was some really intense screaming earlier in the game for tit punching. And Susan just got her face bleached. And she's not even crying. Like, is she just really fucking hardcore or what? Who's that? Yeah. Yeah. It's Teacup. And yeah, I'm playing as Teacup right now. Teacup is the best fucking cat. So if you hold down the right button, he'll run at the edge of the cage and kind of nudge it off the shelf. Oh, I didn't go fast enough that time. There we go. He's so smart. Or she? I don't know. I think it's a he. He can jump so high. I love this. Gross. I'm surprised Teacup didn't instantly go and try to eat her face, because, you know, he's a cat. That's what they do. Probably some of the best gameplay in the whole game. It's not super interesting, but yeah, you get to play as the cats, which, I mean, I would have bought this game way earlier if I had known. Swiggity swooty! Gross. He's a gross man. He's a gross man. He's a gross man. This whole dialogue just, like, makes my fucking skin crawl, so I'm just gonna run through it because it's just fucking, like, negging her. Like, oh, my wife bleached the shit out of your face. You look like shit anyway. Like, I'm not gonna try anything with you. In fact, you're unattractive now, and seeing that you're a woman and that is your only purpose in life, why don't you just kill yourself? I'm just gonna provide this weapon for you to do it. It's fucking absurd. Gross. Also, like, not only are these people, like, really obviously creepy and fucked up, but, like, how stupid are you? You've kidnapped a woman in your home, and you're just gonna provide her with a gun? Even though she's now blind from being bleached to shit. I don't know, whatever. At least we're back to this part. This music is so cute. It's like, it reminds me a little bit of fucking Keyboard Cat. Such a good cat, just like hiding as soon as this guy's here. Alright, now we have to sneak past him when he's not looking. He's not really... Oh. Okay. Alright, we got past him. Occasionally he, like, looks up, and then you have to hide for a little bit. I like how the mechanic for transporting a key, the only way you can do it is if you fucking swallow the key. I thought that you were gonna have to poop it out, but no, you can just spit it out. You just, like, hack up a hairball with the key in it. Luckily there's no audio for that, but... Or maybe not luckily, that would have been really funny. Yeah, so now Susan's blind. I wish that Teacup had, like, meowed or something, then she would at least know. It wasn't just some, like, random fucking person. Alright, now we have to control blind Susan. So there's the gun. I'm gonna take it. And she fucking dropped it. Alright, now we have to search on the floor for it. And there's really no other options in this whole room. I've looked around. You can walk from one end to the other, there's like nothing else. So all you have is the gun. And it only gives you one option. But since she's immortal, you can just replace shoot yourself with press the reset button. Ah! Sorry about that. Holy shit, my fucking fire alarm. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god, I thought I was free! Oh my god. I set off the fire alarm earlier just by preheating my oven. I didn't burn anything. I just preheated my oven and my fire alarm starts going off. So I open up all the doors in my apartment. There's no smoke. There's no smoke in here at all. The fire alarm is just super sensitive. Turned off the oven. Left my apartment for like an hour, and when I came back, it keeps like periodically turning on. So I was like, oh, I'll wait until it stops doing that before I start filming. Oh, just fucking kidding. It's gonna turn on anyway. Oh my god, I hate this fire alarm. I hate it. Ugh. God, that scared the fuck out of me. I've been watching like creepy videos all day today too, and I've been like startled really easily these days. I don't know why. It's like every time I'm concentrating on something and someone says something to me, I jump. I get like really shocked super easily. Whew. Well, that scared the fuck out of me for no reason. Don't worry, there's not like a fire going on in my apartment, it's just the... I don't know, man. Anyway, back to the game. So, now that my heart rate is going back to normal, so now we're gonna share a bottle of wine with our new roommate. It's like we're fucking college students. If you recall from the other chapter, I guess this is where that corkscrew that was in the cabinet that I mentioned actually comes in handy. I think it's cute that they had already had the option to, like, grab it so you just know that it's there. Oh my god, the fucking That's going to make editing my audio really difficult, because if I try to normalize my audio, then it's gonna be using my fire alarm as the biggest peak. Fuck! God damn it! Why are you gonna make my job so hard? Anyway, perfect timing, because I figured this would actually be a good fuck. Okay, I'm back again. So since my fire alarm is gonna keep doing that, and I figured we're approaching the point where I wanted to take a break anyway, I guess that's it for this chapter, or for this episode of this chapter. Basically what I'm gonna do now in the game is grab the corkscrew and a couple wine glasses and have a conversation with Mitzi, but There's like no gameplay, it's not actually crucial to the storyline. There is some interesting character development. Fucking holy shit, okay, I'm back again. Anyway, interesting conversation. I think it has cute character development. Whatever. I'm gonna include the conversation as a bonus video, and the rest of the chapter will just be in a different episode. And I'm gonna run before my fire alarm goes off again, but I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking okay, I gotta go. Alright, sorry for the abrupt ending, but anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this part of the chapter. I'm gonna run before my fire alarm goes off again. Okay, bye!